Good morning, guys. We've arrived at Cadwell Park again. A little bit of a different scene to last week when we were here for Thunder Saloons with Josh. Today it is Racing Hondas, which shares the paddock with some sort of boy racer car show. Have a look at the state of some of these cars in the queue. The fact that a queue exists is enough to say that this is going to be a weird day, but there is a Porsche here with fake carbon fibre number plates, blacked out rear lights. Got a Mini which actually looks pretty nice, I like that, I'm not going to say anything mean about it. A Gunside Toge Impreza. What do we think Send 7 means? Send 7, don't know. There is this Honda Civic here with a time attack rain light in the queue. It's primer mostly. We've got a John McLaren Special, Fiesta ST or whatever that is. Nice. Very much a bit of me. Yeah, gonna be an interesting day today. Sun's out, that's a bonus. We need to get through this queue and find Kevin. He's out soon, and the car's undergone some minor enhancements. So Kevin has now installed some aero catchers on his car. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
We've got some bonnet catchers that are going to hold this beautiful, pristine bonnet down. The windscreen has held up really well. Kevin's also installed a new gearbox, which we don't really have time to look at or talk about just now, because we've got to fit some wheels, and Kevin's out in 30 minutes, and we've still got to get the man dressed and fed and watered. Oh. See you soon. We're in the thick of the preparations now. Kevin's got his suit on. We're going to remember to close the bonnet this week. Splitters on, wheels are torqued. Tyre pressures, Kev. There you go.
The tyres.
The tyre man.
Fitting, 23, 20.
Oh, you asked them for that? We've paid £60 English to have some tyres changed.
Okay, come and this one.
Oh, Kevin's got jobs for me. Right, we've shoehorned Kevin into the car. Last minute somehow, even though we had quite a lot of time to prepare. And now he is going for his first session of practice at Cadwell Park. So because of the way this weekend is working, the Racing Hondas are sharing a practice session with some time attack cars. And these time attack cars are pretty well built things. I imagine Kevin will be faster than all of them, obviously. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting session, this one, with some really varied cars on the track. So there's going to be anything probably from low 130s to mid 140s during this session. This is the part of the video where you might expect to see some onboard footage, and I've been sat on this video in the cutting room for months because the onboard footage has not materialized. It turns out we had some camera issues all day that we've sort of been in denial about, so I've waited long enough. The footage isn't coming. I've asked in all the relevant places for guys who were on circuit with Kevin at the same time to try and send me some clips, but there's nothing worth putting in this video. So unfortunately, we've just got some gaps where there should be some onboards, which is a real shame because there was some good stuff later on in this video, which you'll see. But yeah, apologies. Here's the rest of the video anyway. It lacks a little bit of racing content really, but hey ho, let's keep it all complete so you can see exactly what's going on with Kev's season. So Kevin's just come in from the practice session. His position at the end of practice was P2, just behind Liam, so half a second off the pace of Liam, who will start with a bit of an advantage. Oh no, it's practice, so no advantage at all. Quali is very soon, so Kevin needs to go out and try and do the same again. Now, the car that we expected to be a bit of a contender, Dan Brown. Check my sunglasses. Tiffany has them on her head. Oh, Tiffany did have them. The car that we expected to be a bit of a contender seems to be in a lot of pieces. I'm going to go over and find out why. Looks maybe gearbox related. We have only just come in from the practice session, and now we're immediately back out for the qualifying session. There's been literally like 10 minutes, so we haven't really had time to do anything, but Kevin said the car felt good, which is a welcome change to hear from Kev. Josh, who's here, is just talking the wheels. We're just saying to Kev, you're going to have to go out and send it on his first lap because the car's still hot, tyres are still good, and Aero 52s get a bit squishy in warm weather like this after a bit of running, so he's got a short window where it's optimal. So this is the Racing Honda's grid. It is huge. There's a lot of cars on this grid. They are going to line them up single file as well, which is good because a couple of years, was it last year? Must have been last year. They had a bit of an incident on the start. So there won't be any of that this year. They're going to be lined up single file, so starting position is more important than ever. So Kevin's in from qualifying. He had to cut his session short because we didn't put enough fuel in the car. Rookie. We're always anal with fuel as well. But on this occasion, we were a little complacent. So he's ended up in P6, which is not too bad. It'll be a good race from P6. We've seen how he can get through the field when he starts far back, but P6 is at the pointy end like it was at Anglesey, so fingers crossed he can make some progress. Kevin did have a bit of time in hand. He could have gone a couple of seconds faster than what he did, but yeah, had to cut it short. So before we go out for the race, Kevin doing some PPMs. He's getting, yeah, it does run close. Josh just admiring how close the K24 sits to the subframe. We know that all too well from refitting the subframe on it a couple of weeks ago. New discs to go on because these ones have seen muchos action. Kevin's also found a loose collar at the bottom of the suspension. He says the car feels fantastic, so he's hoping that tightening that up doesn't ruin the dynamics. But it looks negligible. P3 for Kevin. This FN2 in front of him here was the widest car on the circuit. Kevin just could not find a way past him. He definitely had some more pace available, but this guy, wide car. Liam over there managed to win the race in the absence of a Dan Brown in position to contend. That'll be different in race 2, so Dan's going to start P2. Kevin will start P3, which is where he deserved to be for race 1 really, but because of things that we didn't do, he had to start a little further back. Kevin has unfortunately failed a ride height check. We did measure the splitter before we went out. We very diligently measure the splitter before we go out every time, but when it came in, their roller that goes underneath the car, it didn't roll under, which means it failed their ride height check. Kevin, not the fattest man in the world. Okay, and what will happen? Will I hear from... So yeah, the car failed the ride height test, which means he could well have that result excluded or disqualified from the race, from the standings. Yeah, Kevin failed the ride height test, which means the results may be stricken from the records, meaning he'd lose the points that he gained for that P3 finish after a hard race.
Yeah, that's what mine was doing yesterday.
Yeah, so what we think is the reason that this has failed is because the splitter, which used to be really quite rigid, has now lost most of its rigidity. But really, we can just lift it up like that on these little tension rods. We can lift it up, get out for race 2, no problems. Simple as that. The frustrating thing is that we did check it before we went out and it was right, but it's just sort of sagged down throughout the race. The curbs here are big, and into the mountain your splitter does hit the ground, doesn't it? It takes a bit of hammer here. It does, yeah. Yeah, you'll be glad you don't have the carbon one on this time. Yeah. I don't think the wood one's going to last more than this race. You don't mind so much when it's made of wood though, do you? Liam won, by the way. Well done. Thank you, mate. Thanks. So we've moved the turnbuckles as much as we can to try and get some ride height. This little block that we've got is 50 mil, which is what the limits are. Put it under this skid block, Josh. So we've got a decent bit of clearance now. So fingers crossed, no issues going forward. Kevin's just away at the clerk's office finding out if he's going to have his result stricken or if it will stand. That will dictate whether he starts in third or plumb last. Fingers crossed he gets to keep his result and start in third, because he lost a lot of points at Anglesey. He can't afford to really lose any points this weekend.
At the back of the grid with a 10-second delay.
A 10-second penalty. DQ'd and a 10-second penalty.
So from the back and a 10-second penalty off the grid, yeah.
Damn, Kevin has just had the book thrown at him for his ride height violation. He's starting from the back of the grid with a 10-second penalty. That's going to ruin his day massively. So at the front of the grid there's Liam, Phil, who's managed to get his car back together, which is surprising the state it was in when it came in. But yeah, unfortunately Kevin's here poised to be starting right at the back of the grid. A really, really harsh penalty. What would Lewis Hamilton say? Still we rise? Something gay like that?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Blessings of various kinds.
Yeah.
I like Lewis, for the record.
So do I, but some of the stuff he says is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Are you ready to attack from the back?
Yeah.
Good. Alright, well have fun.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah. What are you saying, Kev?
Modelling career. No, it's gone now. I can't repeat it.
You can't repeat it, you can't do it. Kev was just saying that he needs to say a big thank you to Dale on a mission, who at short notice has actually supplied him with a new bonnet and a couple of other components required to get the car back up and running. The bonnet obviously not on as yet, but there's a bit of a break before the next meeting, so big thanks to Dale on a mission Honda for getting those sorted in quick, sharp, double time.
The stickers are not on.
There'll be stickers on here next time that say on a mission.
Other things.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks Dale. Right, Kevin's strapped in, he's going to attack from the back. Can I call my video attack from the back? Or is that a bit too pornographic?
Don't go too fast, yeah? You've got a reputation to look after.
Medium fast.
Medium fast. Good luck, fella.
Wise words from Ben Rushworth.
He's too fast.
Go medium fast, Kevin.
Extra medium.
Extra schmedium. Alright mate, have fun, drive fast. That was a good race for Kev. Quite frantic, lots of overtaking.
Yeah. However, ever the miser, the splitter looks really low, and I've got a ticket on my car again.
Well, we'll see what happens. All of them mil, 60 plus. However, the driver's side didn't have 60 plus in it. It was well over 50, but slightly under 60.
Well,
So
we'll see.
it was legal when it went out, 100%.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
The floor going into.
yeah, I think that's the problem. Yeah, so hopefully they don't tell you off, but if they do, who cares? You had a good race.
Yeah.
The points are just points. Good race, Kevin. Well done.
It was a good race.
Yeah, it looked like fun.
Right, fun. Shame it was at Cadwell. It's hard to overtake.
Yeah, but you did a good job at that.
Yeah. 38.
Nice, good lap time.
Something.
Yeah, good lap time. And we're going to make that the end of this video because it's late in the evening. We're going to get home. Kevin, well done. Thanks for a nice day out.
I'm gonna drink Guinness.
Guinness?
Yeah.
Nice. What, are you Irish or something?
I am Irish.
He is Irish. That's why everything's green. All right.
Brand, baby.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing Kevin do some overtaking. We'll see you at the next one, which is
Brands or Hatch.
Brands Hatch. When's that?
Ages, which is lovely.
Far in the future. Lots of time to fix things. See you soon.